when I do something, I'm really driven by me becoming better at that first, and then whatever comes afterwards. Get clients, get them results. You always want to focus on your strengths. There's actually no way for me to actually give the same attention to the $1 million client and to the $500 million client. You just have to focus on doing your thing well. All right, go into guitar lesson. This is a beautiful thing I do, I think once every 2 Sundays, and it really improves my creativity. I really like it. It's a discipline for me. I'm not trying to become the next Jimi Hendrix, even though I would like that, but it involves work and I'm not willing to put in that work, so I just don't expect it. So I just play it for fun. So let's go. Okay, so here's something really interesting for me. The reason I do guitar and the reason I also do a lot of things is because ultimately I am mastery driven. And here's what I mean by that. And by having this orientation, I think naturally most different people have different motivations and things. It really helps me move forward and faster because I don't care about the results in the quote-unquote usual terms that people have. So here's what I mean by that. Most people, when they do something, when they perform an action, when they work at a place for 1 month or 3 months, or when they develop their craft, they expect an immediate result to happen. That could be money, that could be fame, that could be recognition, that could be whatever confirmation and validation they want. Usually that doesn't happen because if you perform, if you work in something, if you grow at something for a short period of time and you're just starting out, you usually suck at that. And that's just how it is, right? So it's gonna take a while. But if you're mastery oriented and if your main reward is kind of doing what you're doing, figuring it out. Somebody, like I said, figure it out, and somebody said, you're figuring it out? No, I'm not, man, come on, this is a serious vlog. Doing what you're doing by itself, which is kind of hard to do. It's a lot easier to say, but it's harder to do because you really need the right thing, right? Then you have a massive competitive advantage because you don't care about your design being liked. You don't care about if you have like a smaller client, you don't do a smaller job. You do the same job because you care about what you're doing. If you're working somewhere, you're gonna do an amazing job no matter how much you're paid. And guess what? When you do an amazing job, you're gonna get paid more. So there's all these amazing upsides, and it's kind of contra-intuitive. Most people expect like, you give me something, then I give you something. Well, that's how it works, but the person that has the most competitive advantage and the person that has the most leverage, quote unquote, even though it's not really that, is the person that is willing to give first and expect nothing in return because they actually have made a reward internally because they like it. So I hope that makes sense. That's why I do guitar as well, because I like doing that in and of itself, even if I pretty much suck as a guitarist, but it helps me become a better person at my creative side, helps me understand patterns more, helps me express myself better and all these things. So I think that's kind of interesting. So that's kind of a little rant for today on loving what you're doing and the secret to that. I'm gonna get back to work. A lot of things happening next week. Pretty rainy outside right now. I'm gonna show you real quick, but it's fine. At the end of the day, it cannot affect you as much as you think. Yeah, thank you so much for watching this, and we're gonna see yourself tomorrow. So I have this clear app on my phone and I put every idea there so I can act on it. Most people, when they have an idea, they don't do it based on the filter that they cannot